We are live.
Hey, how are you?
That outfit is incredible.
Look at you, Mr. Stone Granite. Holy
This
cow.
is awesome.
I love it.
I see we have a bunch of people here tonight already. Oh, this is awesome. My feed just caught up, and this is wild. I see we already have Mary here, and Barbie, and Kevin is here on YouTube. Thanks for doing that for us, Kevin.
Oh, I see that.
I see we have Kara here, not my wife, Kara. We have Kara Richardson, and Trina, and Sarah, and Dolores. Kat, who else do you see?
I see Barry and Candace and Janet and Jenny and Susan. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Vicky and Joe. Barbie says we are so cute. We'll take that anytime, Barbie. Casey! Casey Bolt's in the house. Hey, thank you so much. In case you didn't know, I am not Hermione Granger. I am DisneyBounding as a VIP tour guide. You know what they say? Dress for the job that you want. This is it. If I was going to work at Walt Disney World Resort, I would want to be a VIP tour guide.
And I think that it's pretty safe to say that I would not mind being a citizen of Hollywood. You guys know how much I love the citizens. So in case you do not know, I am DisneyBounding as Stone Granite. And hold on just a second. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Hollywood. My name is Stone Granite, and my name is pretty much like my last 3 marriages, Rocky.
So we are using a new method of streaming to you. We're using StreamYard, not Ecamm. So I don't have the fun sound effects anymore. So, yay!
I know. We have to find a new way to incorporate sound effects.
All right, I'll get Craig on that. I'll have a little machine here that I can just press all kinds of buttons. It'll be fun. Let's see who else came in. Hey, my brother's here. Hey, Kev. We've got Alana. Yes, thank you. So, all right. So the VIP tour guide thing, I wanted to get the plaid vest. I searched Amazon for about 3 days straight. My eyes were bleeding. No plaid was the right plaid. So I went with the navy vest. This is actually a little boy's tie, but it was perfect. I think it works really well. And I totally forgot, but I have a VIP tour guide pin as well.
That is so cool.
So here's a little fun fact about tonight. You guys know Danny out-props me every time. And just looking at him right now, he's pretty much out-propped me again. But little fact about when you take a tour, whether it's the VIP tour guide or any tour, a lot of them give you commemorative pins. So I have a pin collection that Daniel does not. Imagine that. Imagine that. So can I do some show and tell? Do you mind?
I would love that.
All right. So, okay. First of all, VIP tour. I've been on 2 and I only have 1 pin because they only started last year giving these out. So, I mean, for the price, it's about time they did that. So that was this one. I took my dad on the magic behind our steam trains tour, and a little pin comes on this cute little card.
That is awesome.
The one that Danny does have, he does have one of these. Undiscovered Future World. I'm sorry, my light is so bright. I don't know if you could see it, but
there you go.
Kind of. It says Undiscovered Future World. Then I did the Destinations Discovered in Epcot. There's that one.
I would love to do that.
Old-fashioned World Showcase there. Oh, it did it. Okay. Keys to the Kingdom tour is one that everybody talks about, wants to do. Very fun. And they give you a little key to the kingdom pin. How cute is that? My personal favorite tour that I've been on so far didn't come with like a fancy commemorative pin, but it did come with this pin name badge, and it was the Marceline to Magic Kingdom tour.
That's what I want to do.
You know, it's so reasonable, and it's like Keys to the Kingdom light. You don't go down into the utilidors or anything like that, but that was really kind of wah, wah, wah. I didn't find that as interesting as I thought I would. So definitely, if you're wanting to do a tour and you just want to test the waters, you don't want to dedicate a full 5.5 hours, Marceline to Magic Kingdom is wonderful, and it's about 3 hours and a fraction of the cost of Keys to the Kingdom. And this is my favorite pin, and has to be my favorite tour because we actually went into Walt's apartment in Disneyland. And this is Walk in Walt's Disneyland Footsteps. So the pin comes on this adorable postcard, and then you open this up. Where is it? And inside is the dedication speech that Walt gave on Disneyland's opening day. Pretty cool.
That is unbelievable.
So I don't often get to share my props, so I'm very proud of these. You know, I'm a tour junkie, and there we have it.
I am very proud of you for all of those. I mean, though, like, you know me with the pins. I mean, forget it. I would just like go nuts to have all of those. But
Yes.
one day, because one day we're going to get to all those tours, right? We're going to get there.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't done any of the Animal Kingdom tours. I really want to do. Oh, and you know what else? I don't have the tour. I've also done the Segway tour. The Backwoods Adventure on the segways that go off-road, of course, because my husband has to go off-road anytime it's available to do. So that was really fun. That's on a hat somewhere, that pin. I forgot all about it. But yes, I want to do the Animal Kingdom tours. I would also like to do the Backstage Magic. And I know at the holidays, they have a Christmas theme tour, and I don't know when these are all going to come back because of COVID-19, but when they do, it's on my list.
You'll be there.
Yes.
And was there a tour that you did at the Animal Kingdom that was like one of the cheaper tours where you just like did like a small little thing, or am I thinking of something?
Yes, no, you are right. I totally forgot about that. Caring for Giants. We went backstage and learned all about the elephants. And while we didn't get a pin, we had these name tags that were actually made out of recycled elephant poop. You believe that?
That is so cool.
Yes. Yes, Michelle McCoy, the Segway tour at Fort Wilderness. Yes, so fun. And we did do the Segway tour in Epcot way back. That was 8 years ago. We did that. It was so much fun. I love tours. I can't get enough of them. So it's only natural. This is how Disney bound.
I love it. By the way, I see that we have two Kims here. One is the Kim that I know, my cousin Kim. And there's another Kim, Kimberly Massamore. Am I right in thinking that today is her birthday?
Kim's birthday was yesterday or the day before. It was this week, though. Happy birthday, Kim.
I was just a tad off. Missed you by that much, but happy belated birthday, Kim. I thought that it might have been today, but I guess it just slipped my mind. I got it all mixed up.
So before we get going here, we have something to talk about. We are both going to Walt Disney World next month. Danny is taking his wife for her birthday, and I will be down in Florida visiting some family. And of course, I'm going to take a little segue over to Walt Disney World to see how things are going. And I mean, right now, particularly with Florida's cases of COVID-19 rising, people are thinking twice about keeping their July plans. Are kind of hemming and hawing about it and not knowing what they should do. Have you heard that as well, Dan?
Yeah. A whole bunch of that. It's like such a tough thing to decide because, obviously we all want to be there and we want to be there safely. So that just really throws a wrench in if you have an existing trip, or if it's now, or even if in a few months from now, who knows what it's going to be like, if it might be maybe safer, but still not the Disney experience that we all want with everything being reopened. So it is a pretty tough call.
Right. And I've been getting a lot of questions, what's your advice? What should you do? And my answer time and again is always let your conscience be your guide.
If you know what Disney movie that quote is from, tell us down in the comments below and you will be entered to randomly win a Debating Disney decal. Make sure to not hit my... Awesome. So, Kat, tell everyone that quote one more time.
Always let your conscience be your guide. If you know, put it in the comments.
That is Such a good one. So
Such an easy one.
So we have hang on just a sec so I can take care of a little something we have in the works for you guys. So you might have seen earlier today, starting this morning, we posted a few times on Facebook and also on Instagram, kind of teasing that we have a very special surprise guest who is going to be joining us tonight in just a little bit. So we are extremely excited for that. And we would want you guys to help get the word out to all of our fellow Disney fans that there is a very fun surprise coming. So if you wouldn't mind helping us help spread the magic to all of them by sharing this video so everyone that you know, friends and family that also love Disney, they can join and see some tricks that we have up our sleeve.
Casey said, "It's me." Oh, Randy's guessing Mickey Mouse. No, but while we wait, why don't we do our intros for anyone who might be here for the first time? If you are here for the first time, let us know so we can give you a big old warm debating Disney welcome. But go ahead, introduce yourself.
Sure. So I'm usually not Stone Granite. I usually am Danny McBride, as you can tell, a co-host here at Debating Disney Tonight, but also the social media manager at Get Down to Disney, social media manager at Destinations to Travel, and also a writer and contributor to WDW Magazine.
Yes, and I am Kat Wolf. I am the chief businesswoman at Get Down to Disney. WDW expert, if you ask the Huffington Post. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
I was interviewed for the Huffington Post. Wow, what a moment for me. But anyway, I am also a feature writer for WDW Magazine, a travel agent with Destinations to Travel. I am the creator of the Agent Prep program and the Plussing It membership for travel agents, and co-host of this fine show.
That is right. I see that we had a few new people joining us tonight. That was Kara Richardson, who we saw at the beginning of the show. Welcome, Kara, for the very
Welcome.
first time. We also have Wendy Hester Dulaney here from
Hey,
Colorado.
Wendy. All the way from Colorado. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, and
usually, No, I was going to say, usually I don't know if we're that differently dressed. At least, I don't know. Usually we're not in costume, but who knows? Maybe that'll be a thing going forward. It's kind of fun.
It is fun. I also saw, by the way, that, hold on, I'm scrolling here. Jennifer Maynard said that this is her first show of the year. Welcome back, Jennifer. We always
Welcome back, Jen.
love our return friends.
Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you, Mary Catherine.
And Michelle is calling you an FDI, a famous Disney influencer. I love that.
Absolutely.
That is right.
I'm sure that's coming.
That is awesome. Just checking up on something really quickly for tonight. Hang on just a sec.
Anyone else a tour junkie like myself? If you probably already said it. I just missed all these comments.
I cannot wait to really get myself into the tours like you. I mean, I've only done that one with you, and I loved that. So,
oh, it's so cool. You just get so much information, and it's for me, having gone so many times, and I plan to go so many more times. When you get to look at Walt Disney World from a different perspective, it just renews that magic for me. At least for me, it really does.
I know.
I'm gonna turn my mail off.
I was like, I heard a little ding.
Sorry, that was my mail coming through.
So while we are awaiting our next step here, I would like to jump the gun and avert from our regularly scheduled programming that we have right here, just to hop around a little bit. So I am going to tweak the premise of my on-the-spot questions. I originally had something kind of planned out. But once I saw your costume when we started talking before the show actually started, I was like, huh, I could put a little bit of a spin on my questions here. So they are going to have to do with tours, but not necessarily tours that exist. So this is hypothetical question on which Disney World attractions you would like a private behind-the-scenes tour of.
I already know what I want, and if it's not on that list, I'm going to call an audible and add it onto that list.
Perfect. And obviously, we love for all of you guys to play along and follow as we go through. So, question number 1, the Carousel of Progress versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, right off the bat, that's tough.
I know.
Carousel of Progress.
Okay, Carousel of Progress or Rise of the Resistance?
Carousel of Progress.
Carousel of Progress or Splash Mountain?
Carousel of Progress.
Okay, Carousel of Progress or Spaceship Earth?
Spaceship Earth.
I think that's the one.
That is the one.
Finally, Spaceship Earth or the Haunted Mansion?
Spaceship Earth.
I knew that was going to be it.
You know why? Because on one of the tours, sometimes you can go behind the scenes at Haunted Mansion. It's not a guarantee, but that would be Keys to the Kingdom. My tour did not go behind the scenes of Haunted Mansion, so I was a little disappointed in that, and maybe that's why it got knocked down a peg from Marceline to Magic Kingdom. But yeah, they used to have a tour of Spaceship Earth where you could walk through this. I don't know if it was all the scenes or just some select scenes, but in researching something for an article, I guess, a few years ago, I learned that there used to be a tour where you could do that. And oh my goodness, I would have loved that.
Oh, didn't we see that video one time? We were like having one of our late night meetings and we were like totally just fanning out over that old school video on YouTube of that Spaceship Earth tour. Isn't that what we found it? I think it was.
Yes, it must have been. So they're saying Marceline to Magic Kingdom, when they went on it, they went behind the scenes at Haunted Mansion. We did not do that. We went on Haunted Mansion, but for whatever reason, I don't remember why. I don't know, but maybe I have to do that one again, and that is fine with me.
So I hate to interrupt, but we do have our very special guest on here, who I'm about to add on. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron, welcome.
How's it going?
How you guys doing?
I'm
doing well.
Doing great. Thank you so much for hopping on and having some fun with us tonight.
Absolutely. You have to let me know if you can hear me all right. I'm trying out my wife's new AirPods, so let me know if they work or not.
I can hear you fine.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Great.
Awesome. So,
and I have to say, I like the stone granite outfit, Danny.
You like it?
I love it. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. Right. So, just to let you guys know, Cameron here is a very good friend. He's a Disney performer, friend of the Citizens of Hollywood. And he, I would probably say, an expert at telling some jokes. I would personally say, I've heard a lot of his jokes in the past. And he is just fantastic at them.
Oh my gosh, like, you want to do jokes, or you want to dive into jokes already?
I don't know, Danny, you're pretty good at jokes too.
Like,
I am no Cameron when it comes to jokes.
You want to do this in the style of what? How do you want to do this?
I was thinking in the style of 99 jokes. I don't have time to tell 99 jokes, but if we could do the 99 format, I think that would work.
Yeah, we could definitely do some 99 jokes. Do you want to explain how it works?
I would love to. So, just for example, if you guys haven't seen the Citizens of Hollywood at Hollywood Studios performing their Funniest Citizen of Hollywood competition, we'll give you a quick little brief briefing on how those 99 format jokes work. So, for example, if the object was going to be garbage cans, we would say,
yes,
garbage cans. We would say 99 garbage cans walked into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm sorry, we do not serve you garbage cans in here. Now get out." And the garbage can said, "Well, why won't you serve us?" And the bartender said, "Well, every time you garbage cans come in here, you're already trashed."
There you go.
There you go.
Exactly.
Sound effects. So, why don't we say that we can ask the audience for some objects? We'll see what they.
That's great. You can see the scroll because I can't see the scroll, but you go for it.
Okay,
all right,
you guys,
so
tell me what you see.
I'll take care of that, guys. All right, audience members, give us some objects that you want to hear a joke about. Come on.
Yeah, what were you guys just talking about before I came on? What were you just talking about?
We were talking about tours, and we were talking about VIP tours, a haunted mansion.
Okay. How about, do you want to do, we can ask everyone this for an object suggestion. When you think of a VIP tour, what do you think of? Write down your response.
There we go.
And then Kat, you can choose the object.
All right,
we'll get punning.
Let's see. What do you think of when you think of tours, guys? I've got other suggestions that we can do maybe next. But
sure.
Okay, I've got ears.
Yeah.
We've got golf ball.
Let's see.
Astronauts. Mickey ears. Mickey ears is a resounding one. We've got expensive pins. Water bottles. That's funny because they always give you a water bottle on your tour. Clipboard.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do.
Do you want? You can do clipboard. You can do water bottle. Whatever you like. What do you like? You choose.
Let's do water bottle. What do you think?
Okay.
All right.
Should I go?
Well, I'll try.
Okay.
Just
for
to be safe, because you know what can happen is then if someone takes your joke, then you're like, now what do we do?
Got to come up with another one. That's right.
So 99 water bottles walk into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm sorry, we do not serve you water bottles in here. Now get out." And the water bottle said, "Well, why won't you serve us? We were here not too long ago when you did serve us, so what's going on now?" And the bartender said, "We only serve you water bottles in the spring."
In the spring. There, I got a sound effect for you.
Yes.
There you go. Kat, would you like to try to tell?
I don't touch these. No.
Oh,
I
don't.
No,
okay.
I'm just, I cheer you on.
This? How about 99 water bottles walk into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm not going to serve you water bottles in here. Now get out." And they were like, "Huh?" He said, "I'm not going to serve you water bottles in here. Now get out." And they were like, "What?" And the bartender said, "Come on, I need smart water."
Oh.
All right, I'll try one more water bottle while we're at it. Why not?
You know what? That would be refreshing. It would. And I hope I didn't take your joke.
No. I would have been like, all right, new object.
All right, new object.
So, so 99 water bottles walk into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm sorry, we do not serve you water bottles in here. Now get out." And the water bottle said, "Hey, well, why won't you serve us? What's going on?" And the bartender said, "Listen, we're packed, and we already hit our cap."
Our cap. Yes. 99 water bottles walk into a bar, and the bartender said, "Hey, I'm going to serve you tonight." And they said, "Great. Where would you like to sit, indoors or outdoors?" And they said, "Oh, outdoors. Dasani is shining so bright today."
And that's how it's done. All right, guys.
That's how it's done.
I love it.
Look at you, Danny. You're like a pro. You're a pro citizen of Hollywood. That's awesome.
Put that hat on, and it was
changed everything.
Game on.
Well, I have to say, I'm as a big fan of the COH. The vest is like spot on.
Yeah. I have to thank Cam, my Gelman, my Kara, my wife, who put this together for me with the felt, although she wasn't quite happy that I bought felt on Amazon, I must say. She was like, why did you get fabric? Why did you get all these different pieces of felt? Because that was a late night order.
I can't tell
it looks great.
From my end, I can't, it looks great. I can't tell it's felt at all.
It does.
Perfect. Oh, and I also, at the start of the show, just in case you would be interested, I did introduce myself as Stone Granite, and I
let me hear it. Let me hear it one more time. Let me hear it.
Okay, fine. So, hello, Hollywood. I am Stone Granite, movie star Stone Granite, and my name is a lot like my 3 previous marriages. Rocky.
How's that? Rocky. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good line.
Do you guys have time for one more? You have time for one more?
This is your show. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. How about...
Do we have a lot of Citizen fans out there?
Well...
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And I think
Disney
Danny...
fans? We're Disney fans?
Yeah, I think Danny just made us all Citizen fans. Since we've known him, if we weren't before, we certainly are now.
I gotcha.
So I see some requests for face masks or masks.
Oh,
that's very topical.
Face masks. Sure.
Who's going first? You?
I'm all ears.
Me too.
I'm all ears about it.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, bear with me for a second.
Go ahead.
So 90. Take a little trip with me on this one. So 99 face masks walked into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm sorry, but we do not serve you face masks in here. Now get out." And the face mask said, "Well, listen, here's the deal. Me and my one friend here, we did not come here to drink. We were actually hired to record some video of the bar here." And the bartender said, "Yeah." And the bartender was like, "I didn't know that you guys were coming in here to record." And the face mask said, "Yeah, we're the COVID-eographers."
COVID-eographers. Oh.
Bravo, Danny.
I mean, that's a lot better than what I had. We're the COVID-eographers. Holy cow. I'm going to I'm stealing that one. That's a good joke.
I didn't think so.
I like all I had was the bartender said, "We're not going to serve you a face mask in here. Now get out." And they went, "I smell a cover up." That's all I had was a cover up. Or they were strapped for time. That's all I had. But co-videographers, come on.
Oh, Dan, you're getting a lot of wah wah.
I've got that too. Yes.
I have got to get those sound effects.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It's a free app.
All right, cool. Oh no.
So what are you guys debating tonight? What are you going to be discussing tonight? What's on the agenda? Or am I the end? What's
No. We just got started really.
Yeah.
Tonight we are debating 2 thrill rides at Walt Disney World Resort.
Wow.
Do you want to go, Dan? You want to do this or?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I can piece. If you need me to piece, I'll piece. But I'm just curious what's on the docket tonight.
I could attempt to try to tell jokes all night. I could. But we are. Our debate is Rock and Roller Coaster for me, and Kat has
Space Mountain.
So before we even go to the joke round, Cam, I have to ask: would you be Team Danny, Rock and Roller Coaster, or would you be Team Kat, Space Mountain?
Oh, we're talking Walt Disney World?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Kat, I'm sorry.
I know.
It's gonna have to be Rock and Roller Coaster.
As soon as you asked if we were talking Walt Disney World, I knew where you would go.
Because I'm a California kid. That's where I'm born and raised, and I started my Disney career at Disneyland. So now, if we were talking about that Space Mountain, is infinitely better, in my opinion, than the one here in Florida. So.
Even though it's not the original, though, Cam, you know.
I know it's not the original. But they made some improvements. Lots of improvements.
It is unbelievable. And when we were on that in August, it was Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Hyperspace. Yeah.
Unbelievable. That was insane.
I've actually not done the Hyperspace Mountain. I haven't been back to experience that.
I'm a classic girl. It wasn't unbelievable. It was okay. Just things the way they are. I like the way they are.
That's okay. There's no judgment here, but it is a debate. So
it absolutely
That's right. And Sarah, my wife, is a ginormous Star Wars fan. That is like her thing. So now we like went crazy over at the Hyperspace Mountain. So maybe a little biased.
Oh yeah. Totally. Well, guys, this was fun.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming on with us. And
you're welcome. I hope we kind of livened the crowd up, getting ready for the big debate tonight.
Absolutely.
The coaster debate.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
This was such a blast. Hold on, you know what?
Just like roller coasters, I'll leave you on a pun. I hope both of you will stay on track. So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Pam,
in stone fashion, I have to be stone with a little drink here.
Oh well, I have a plastic cup. But cheers!
There we go.
Have fun on your debate today, guys.
Thanks so much. Take care.
So much. This was awesome. See you later.
Bye. How cool was that?
That was awesome. Hold on, let me.
You did great.
Yeah.
You did great. Now you know that guy is a pro at what he does, and you held your own, my friend.
Well, in all fairness, it was 2 rounds. It was. I could have gotten, what is the word? Like beginner's luck. Even though I have, obviously, we've told some of these before.
Oh,
if we would drag.
You're pro at this. They're already voting whether it's Rock and Roller Coaster and Space Mountain, and my brother says you're his family now.
That's right. Hold on, wait. Kevin, well, cheers to you too.
So you have to hear me out, man. I know Rock and Roller Coaster is fun, but let's talk about Space Mountain for a second. Can we talk about Space Mountain for a second, please?
I would love to.
Before you outvote me, did you people know that the classic Space Mountain was the world's very first indoor roller coaster? And not only was it the world's first indoor roller coaster, it was Florida's first roller coaster. It is the oldest operating roller coaster in the state of Florida, is actually what I should say. Walt Disney actually had a hand in planning the attraction, though he died about 10 years prior to it opening in 1975. That's how long it took. They wanted this thing to be indoors. They wanted it to run on computers. And back then in the 50s and 60s, computers were like the size of a house. So they needed things to, for the technology to catch up to their idea before they could actually create it. So it was finally developed and it opened on January 15th in 1975. And to this day, 45 years later, it is still an e-ticket attraction, and people are always making a beeline to either that or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train as soon as the Magic Kingdom opens. So that's a pretty good testament to the ride. It's still a thrill all these years later, even with the likes of Rock and Roller Coaster and all these other newer thrill rides that came out. Now, Cam had said that the Disneyland version is worlds better, and I do not disagree. But the Walt Disney World version was the original. And in fact, the Space Mountain attraction at Walt Disney World was really the first original attraction in Florida. All the other ones up until that time were clones of the things in Disneyland in California. So Space Mountain was the first one that Disneyland actually copied for their park. What else can I tell you? Went through a major refurb, much needed refurb in 2009. So the ride itself before 2009 was a little bit herky-jerky, and you could leave with some neck pains, particularly when you're my age or older. So in 2009, they updated the technology and it got a little bit smoother. So it's really not the backbreaker that it used to be. In 2009, that's when they introduced the Starport 75 theming. So the 75 is kind of a nod to its opening year. Now, while Space Mountain, some people will say, never, I can't go on that. It's too fast. It's too much for me. It actually goes only at a top speed of 30 miles per hour. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's still a lot. It's too fast for me. For reference, at its fastest, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train goes 34 miles per hour. So Mine Train actually goes faster than Space Mountain. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Right. And the steepest incline, because there are a lot of people that don't like big drops. Space Mountain doesn't have them. It seems like it does, but their steepest drop is only a 39-degree angle. That's nothing when you compare to like Splash Mountain, which is, I don't know, it's like 45. It feels like you're just going straight down. But the angle is really not that bad. What makes Space Mountain so thrilling is the fact that it's mostly in the dark and you don't know what's coming. That's where the excitement comes in. But once you've done it, for those of you who are like, I don't even want to try, I'm too scared. Once you've done it and you know there's no real big drop, it's just a lot of twists and turns, mostly in the dark, but it's really very, it's cool. Walt Disney was so into the future and space travel. So to know that even though, maybe he didn't have his physical hands on it, it was his mind that was developing this attraction. You guys, you know me, I'm the classic girl. I love anything that has to do with the origins of the Disney company. What else can I tell you before Danny blows the doors off with the rock and roller coaster? The exit queue is pretty cool. So Starport 75 is kind of like an intergalactic travel hub. So you're boarding your ship to go to your destination. And as you're leaving, the queue is so cool. As you leave, you see all these vignettes of different things, either in the future or in outer space. And it kind of reminds me, it very much reminds me of Horizons, which is the old Epcot attraction, which I absolutely love. There are kind of scenes that sort of give a nod to that attraction. So I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, Space Mountain is a Disney classic and it has yet to lose its popularity 45 years later. I'm out.
Listen, you could entirely have done a mic drop. Right
if I had one, I would have.
But I have to say that there is, when it comes to thrills at Walt Disney World, and you want to talk legit roller coasters, I cannot go against the Rock and Roller Coaster. Obviously, as you can tell, I am a big Aerosmith fan. But, I mean, that ride alone, just from the launch, going from 0 to 60, asterisk 57 miles an hour, in 2.8 seconds, just, as you said before, blows the door off of it. It kind of blows the door off of the entire attraction.
It's intense.
It's just so great and so much fun. Like, that is, I think of any, like, actual segment of a ride, that of any ride at Walt Disney World, that is the most thrilling thing that you can experience, is that launch that goes right into the first inversion, the first just so like
it goes upside down, people.
Yes, we have 3 inversions, 2 loops, and 1 through.
Maybe I blacked out for the third one.
It opened on July 29th, 1999. So it has been there for quite a while. And
99? That's kind of a theme tonight.
Right? How great it was meant to be. It was all meant to be. So you can, like we were just saying about how thrilling that launch is, on Rock and Roller Coaster, you can experience up to 5 Gs. So maybe you will have some pretty good cell service there too. Not so sure. Yes.
I have a question. I have to interrupt.
Okay.
There's some breaking news. Casey has said that there's a modified Food and Wine Festival at Epcot that begins July 15th, Danny.
What?
Do you know what this does to my plans that I already hashed out and decided I was going to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios and not Epcot?
Stop that right now. Hold
Do
on.
you believe this? Casey, I can't even think. Oh, no. Halloween parties are all canceled.
No.
H2O Glow Nights are canceled.
Look at you coming in with all the big info. Right.
Look at this. Who knew this was going to be a breaking news show?
I had no idea. What is this?
Food and wine mixed with flower and garden. Disney Park Vlog. Wow.
Wow, that is wild.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I had to address that.
I was in the middle of trying to make a dad joke.
Please continue.
If anyone caught my 5G's cell service joke, thank you.
I didn't. Sorry.
But I'll have to go back to this article here because it says there will be plenty of music to enjoy at America Gardens Theater with local Epcot entertainment such as Mariachi Cobre, the Jammers, and more.
Wow.
What am I thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking. I'm rethinking my plans. That's what I'm thinking.
Where are my Voices of Liberty? How are they not
Oh.
Are they going to be included in this? And B, how could they not? And C, if they are included, how could they not be listed first? I love Mariachi Cobra as much as the next person.
That sounds like something for the disc there, Dan.
I might have to change tonight's disc entry just alone for them not listing them. That something has to be done. It's just not good.
Well, I'm winning Diane Bush's vote because she's only ever been on Space Mountain. So by default, Space Mountain is going to have at least one vote.
There it is.
All right. So go ahead. Say your piece.
More rock and roller coaster things. So one thing that I love to try to take note of when I'm getting into my stretch limo when I'm about to ride. By the way, I cannot take myself seriously talking like this about something in this.
I have that going for me. I'm usually in ears.
So hate traffic, H8 traffic, too fast for you, bye-bye. Like I just love all of those little witty and on theme license plates. So cool. Always fun to try to snag a little picture of that before you're getting on. And one fun fact that I always find so interesting, because I'm always thinking, and Kat, we're a lot like this when we're at the parks, we're thinking what we might do. Like if we were in charge and we had control of the parks, what we could maybe do differently, what we would have done in the first place. We always have like that Imagineering sense going on in our brains. And it's just so interesting that Disney wanted the Rolling Stones before Aerosmith, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were actually interested, and they just couldn't all strike a deal, and it didn't happen. And here we have.
I'm glad.
Me too. I think that Aerosmith fits so much better than the Rolling Stones would have. And
Steven Tyler just loves that he has this attraction. He goes and rides it every now and then. I mean, how cool. I don't want to say I'm done with Rock and Roller Coaster, but the last 2 times I got off with a pounding headache. So they need a little refurb, I think. Grease the wheels or something. Fix the padding in the ride vehicle. But if Steven Tyler was there, I'd ride with him. He'd be worth the headache.
Steven Tyler is so great. And guys, there is nothing like the soundtrack of this ride that you're blasting off into your first loop, and throughout the entire attraction, you literally have Aerosmith jamming, blasting in your ears. You hear Steven Tyler. It's just unreal. Yeah. Which brings me to a question that I have for everyone here and for Kat also. What is your favorite Aerosmith song?
I really like Walk This Way, the energy of it.
I do. I would probably have to pick. If I'm going to go like mainstream, I would go Dream On.
Oh, that's a really good one.
But if I'm going to go like not complete mainstream, I'd probably go What It Takes.
I don't know what that one is.
I would sing it, but I will not sing it.
Well, you have a microphone. Use it, man.
I actually just, you know what just popped into my head? A 99 joke for Aerosmith.
Let's hear it.
Okay, sure, why not? So, 99 Aerosmiths walk into a bar, and the bartender said, "I'm sorry, we do not serve you Aerosmiths in here. Now get out." And the Aerosmith said, "Come on, we're dying for you to serve us. We've drove so long to get here. We've had a crazy day. We really just want one drink. We're not going to stop asking until you finally let us in. You let us drink. We need to have a drink." And the bartender said, "Dream On."
And that was Somebody Said Dream On, Love in an Elevator, Ragdoll, all great songs.
I love that. I see Candace said Mamakin. Barbie said Angel.
I just love the way he goes, walk this way. Awesome.
Oh, here's another fun question, if you don't mind, while we're at it.
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to say that Aerosmith will or should ever be replaced, because I think that should never happen. But if you could have been in charge at the time that the Rock and Roller Coaster was being developed, and you couldn't choose Aerosmith as the band to put in there, what band would you choose?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Isn't that a tough one?
Yeah.
Bon
Jovi.
Oh, that's a good one. But see, now me, who grew up with parents who loved all of those hair bands, especially my mom, who was like so Poison, Motley Crue, I'd totally go Motley Crue, even though they wouldn't really fit the Disney bill.
They certainly would not. That would never happen.
No, that would not.
Although, I mean, Aerosmith.
I know, yeah. Right? So
yeah.
I see we have a couple AC/DCs. Ooh, Kiss would be cool.
Kiss would really be cool.
You know, I might change my vote to Kiss. I will join Peggy.
Yes. And Patrick. They both said Kiss. Oh, Van Halen too. My brother said Van Halen. They were awesome too. David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth, Van Halen though.
Yes. Huh. This turned out to be a great question. Look at that. I was like, oh, why not?
I love all these suggestions.
Me too. So, I mean, I don't even know what else I have about the Rock and Roller Coaster. It is so fast and thrilling, and from the music to the speed to the loops, it's just like the dark slap.
To the headaches, to the nausea, to the
or maybe some, but the dark, and then like those little the black lights that go on the little props in the ride. I just love the whole look of it too. Everything to me just totally works.
You didn't even mention the pre-show, which is totally amazing.
Yes. So listen, I love the Space Mountain queue.
Make it a super stretch. I love that part.
Yes. And I probably have done this several times. There are music loops on YouTube that Kat and I love to listen to of queue music or area music from the parks. The Space Mountain Star Tunnel music is probably one of my favorite.
Oh, it's so relaxing.
Ever.
Love it.
I listen to it for hours and hours, and sometimes maybe even have listened to it. But if we're talking the experience leading up to the actual attraction experience, I have to go with Rock and Roller Coaster hands down with that briefing room video. It is like so iconic. Although I have one more question, because I have a pretty strong opinion on this, and I want to know if this is just the dist side of me speaking, or if you guys are with me on this. Have you guys experienced, and if you have, my question is, what are your thoughts on it? Meaning, does it annoy you or does it not? Thoughts on the cast members in the Rock and Roller Coaster briefing room, that when the video is playing, the cast members will interact with what's being said on the screen. Like they'll add in make it a super stretch. Like they'll say little things to interact with it when I just want to hear the video and then they talk over it, and it drives me bananas.
I've never experienced that.
It's happened like probably the last 3 or 4 times that I've gone on, and every time I like turn around and give them the stink eye, and I'm like, am I being a little too grouchy?
I bet they have your picture hanging up in the employee or the cast member room. It says, whenever you see this guy come in, talk over the.
Okay, so Casey just said, how about some backstage passes? That is what they say.
Yeah.
That's like their go-to line, which is so annoying. And I have Mary Catherine with me. Oh, I see how we have a few annoyings. Drives me batty. Agree. Okay, so it's not just me. So then that might be diss-worthy in the future. If it's
okay,
a personal thing,
write it down.
Feather in the cap for next time.
All right, time to vote because we're running out of time.
Okay, so
If I'll go. I'll say it.
Do it.
If you're a classic girl or boy like me, and you can appreciate an attraction that has held its popularity for 45 years, an attraction that Walt himself had a hand in creating, and is still an incredible thrill without having to go upside down, without having to make you feel like you're going to lose your lunch, vote Space Mountain Team Cat in the comments.
Or if you prefer the rock and roller coaster, you can walk this way and join me over on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood Studios, and we will go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds on very funny on the rock and roller coaster, in which case you can comment hashtag Team Danny below.
All right. Well, while they're voting, boom.
I had a feeling that might have been coming up.
Well, you would never know because you totally bypassed the entire program schedule tonight. I was supposed to go first and ask you. Stinker. But anyway, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. So for our newbies on the spot, I'm sure you saw it earlier, but we'll say it again. We have to answer very quickly.
I'm the worst.
That's okay. We have to answer very quickly 5 on-the-spot questions. It's like, would you rather? And you can't think about it too much. It's your initial reaction. So I'm always pretty good at getting Danny on these. But truth be told, I didn't really prepare. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. So this might be easy on you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
If you could work at any Disney attraction, would you rather be a Jungle Cruise skipper or a Haunted Mansion servant?
I cannot believe that I'm going to answer this way, but I'm going to say Jungle Cruise skipper.
You would be so good at that. Jungle Cruise skipper or Tower of Terror bellhop?
I'm still going to say skipper.
Skipper or Rise of the Resistance First Order guard?
I'm going to
You couldn't hold a straight face, I don't think.
No, I'm going to say skipper.
Jungle Cruise skipper or Crush in Turtle Talk with Crush?
Oh, that would be so cool. I'm going to have to stick with skipper.
Okay, skipper or, last one, the MC in the Monsters, Inc. laugh floor.
Okay, Monsters, Inc. laugh floor.
These are all perfect for you.
Those are so, that's probably like my top 6 list of attractions that I would pick.
That's awesome.
Well, I've never thought of the Turtle Talk with Crush one before. That is interesting.
That's a fun one. That's a fun one. If you've never done Turtle Talk with Crush, maybe you don't have little kids or whatever, so what? Go in anyway because it's really fun. The guy behind the screen is he's just really on the ball. It's really cute. You should check it out.
I want to do that again. I haven't done that in so long. The last time, like, my brother was little, so it had to be like over 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. It's been a long time. Definitely. All right, let's see. We've got a lot of skippers. Marissa's going Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor with you. Ooh, Dolores knows someone who's friends with Crush.
That's so
awesome.
cool.
Lots of skippers. Danny is that guy.
Dolores, we may take you up on that idea. That could be very, very fun.
Super cool. All right, so we're running out of time, but there's still, and there always will be, time for a giveaway. Danny, tell them what's up for grabs tonight.
That is right. So I actually, in my mad dash to get everything done and get myself all situated, which I have to show you guys before we end, there's some more detailing on this vest over here. But I don't have the object here with me to show you because you'll be getting shipped a fresh one. The object that's going to be given away tonight is a Fear the Click t-shirt straight off of our TeePublic store. So if you would like to win that, you can comment a shirt emoji down below.
Yes, and if you don't know what Fear the Click is, you're about to find out.
That's right. So what do you say? Oh, wait, you know what we can do really quickly before we even do Fear the Click?
What?
We can do our double on the spot, which is where we ask you guys one quick would you rather question. And the question for this week is, would you rather on your next visit to the Magic Kingdom, if you could only pick one or the other, would you rather rope drop the Magic Kingdom or stay in the park until it closes and close it down at night?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'd probably have to go rope drop.
Totally rope drop.
You know, I mean, I would want to do both, but if I had to pick, I'd go rope drop.
Let's be honest. I rope drop and I stay till close. But if I could only do one, it's rope drop because there are so many less people in the morning than there are at night. You would think the park empties out. Doesn't empty out enough for me. In the morning, it's really good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so now I think that it is time for our final segment of the night, our Dust and Dist. So I am the keeper of the Dist list, which is this good old autograph book. That's where I log in things that happen on your Walt Disney World trips that don't live up to the magical experiences that we want. It's when things go wrong, and we will click our pen and make a little entry into the Dist. Kat, on the other hand, does all great stuff with her list. Kat, tell them about it.
I am the keeper of the dust, and it's all the pixie dust that can happen on a Walt Disney World resort vacation. And it comes in all shapes and sizes. So I'm going to go first. I usually do. We always talk about the good things first before Danny gets us all riled up with all the bad stuff. So I'm going way back to 2007. We were vacationing, my whole family in Walt Disney World. We were celebrating my dad's retirement, which he didn't retire until like 5 years after, but we were there celebrating my dad's retirement. The man just would never retire. It also happened to be my sister and brother-in-law's 10-year wedding anniversary. So it's the first day we all arrived, and we were staying at the Port Orleans French Quarter. So we all kind of arrived from all over the country, and we're starving. So we go into Sassagoula Floatworks and we're getting some food. And we had someone seat us at that time. There were people ushering you in. And this wonderful cast member, Ethel, sat us down and asked us if we were celebrating anything. And we had mentioned that it was their 10-year wedding anniversary. Well, Ethel belted out happy anniversary in, this incredible singing voice throughout the whole food court. She presented them with a brownie dessert and a certificate and a pin. And it was just such a magical moment, not only for them, but for my whole family. This is our first day, our first moments at Walt Disney World. We didn't even step foot on a bus to go to a park. And here, we were greeted with such a magical moment. So, Ethel, I don't know if you're still there, but if you are going on the dust list, my friend. So, Ethel from the Port Orleans. I'm not even going to try and spell Sassagoula. Port Orleans Food Court. For giving my sister and brother-in-law. Kevin, if you're still here, do you remember that?
He is here so that he has video.
Oh, see, there we go. And her name is Ethel. I remembered it, but then I checked myself. I looked at the picture and her cast member badge is there. A magical moment.
That is
All right.
so great.
There you are, Ethel. Forever in the dust.
I love it. So great.
All right, now bring us down.
All right. Although tonight's may not actually bring you down. Tonight's might actually cause you to laugh, because this is a rather ridiculous. I am really going
Wah, wah, wah.
Ridiculous entry, but I was thinking about it and I just had to tell this story because I had to find a way to make it come up. So years ago, like I'm talking maybe close to 10 years ago. No, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I was at La Cantina de San Angel in Epcot, the Mexico Pavilion, and it was a crazy busy day. I think that it was President's Day week in February.
Oh, yeah.
It was crowded, and it was so hard to find tables. We were there with about maybe like 11 or 12 family members. And at the time, one of the cousins that I was with, he was much younger. And one group of our family already brought their trays to the table, one of the tables that we had. And then I came back with a fully stocked tray of like sodas and food, nachos, like everything. So it was a tricky, tough carry. You cannot mess up. You got like so much stuff on this. So I'm walking over to the table and my cousin had a churro. And I started to like slowly squat down to like gently lay the tray on the table. And my cousin says to me, "Oh, here." And he goes to feed me a piece of the churro. So I'm like, oh, how could I not say no to the churro, even though I have this tray in my hand? Don't you know, as I am laying the tray down, as the churro is here right outside of my mouth, boom, seagull comes and hits me in the face and takes the churro. I am not kidding you. So, and I still cannot believe that like that actually happened, because that's usually like a story that I would hear and be like, wow, that's unbelievable. What are the odds? That happened to me. Bird to the face and took the churro.
Wait, what is happening? Wasn't it last time you had a squirrel take food from Storm Along Bay?
He's Danish from the stroller. So, to any seagull, any type of bird, any animal at this point that tries to take food away from me, I did not realize that there's 2 animals stealing food stories in a row. That is very funny. To that seagull that decided to steal the churro out of my cousin's hand and almost out of my mouth. Do you know what happens when you steal any piece of food away from me, especially a churro?
What happens?
Seagull, you're on the disc.
Only you. Only you. Maybe these animals are trying to tell you something.
What could that?
Eat a salad, Danny. Eat a salad.
This was back before I did, any more damage.
That's hilarious. Oh, Marissa wants you to do a 99 Seagulls joke. Oh, wait, she did one. 99 seagulls fly into a bar, and the bartender says, "No, we will not serve you seagulls. Now get out." And the seagull goes, "But that churro is mine, mine. I love it." Yes, bravo.
That is great. And just to prove it, there is our entry.
Dr. Danny Doolittle.
That is so good.
Well, that wraps it up.
Yes,
On a single high note.
That was such a fun night. We had a lot of surprises. I mean, we obviously had a couple of prize giveaways.
Yes.
We had our Disney bounding. We had a debate. We had a very special surprise guest.
So fun. So fun. Lots of laughs.
Yes, this was
Love
one
it.
for the books.
For sure. So when is our next show?
Our next show is going to be our 4th of July show, and that's going to be July 2nd, 2
All
weeks
right.
from tonight, which I cannot believe July is 2 weeks away.
It's like it's a blur these last few months. It's crazy.
I know. What is happening?
All right, July 2nd. Put it on your calendar, our 4th of July show.
That is right. So until next time. Oh, and we had breaking news. Eileen just reminded us. This was a jam-packed night. I don't know how we're going to top it next time.
We're going to set the room on fire.
I did do fireworks for our last 4th of July show, like little sparklers. So we might have to step that up a notch. So until next time, I'm Danny McBride.
I am Kat Wolf. Have a super magna-fantastical 2 weeks.
And we'll see you real soon.
We'll see you real soon. Good night, everyone.
Waiting.